Chud the Builder had a different type of behavior that people disagreed with. One of the things that he actually did, he managed to make me, Nick Fuentes, agree about something. Y'all got to see this shit.
People now say he's a martyr. He's a martyr. Well, the black people were chimping out. Well, I don't know. If I were standing around and a black person was live streaming near me and they started saying things offensive to white people, yeah, maybe I would feel a certain type of way about that. Maybe,
yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Isn't that sort of our whole thing?
Yeah.
And there's something ironic about that. You have a lot of people who are pro-white, and it's all about racial pride, and it's all about beating their chest, and it's all about saying, oh, you know, I'm white. Don't try that stuff around me. Don't insult white people around me. So much racial pride. But then there's this double standard where it seems that white people want to go out in some cases and offend the sensibilities of other people. They feel emboldened, for example, to use harmful stereotypes about other people, say racial slurs about other people, be provocative towards other people, and that's fine. That's free speech. That's funny. Hey, man, can't you take a joke? Hey, man, it's just a word. When black people get pissed off or take umbrage or they attack, oh, well, you're chimping out. If somebody says something anti-white, if someone says something exclusionary to white people, it's those same white people that puff up their chest and say, how dare you? You would never say that about a minority, this, that, and the other.
Even Nick is coming around.
I see on the timeline how many out and loud and proud white people are saying Indians are fucking Jeeps and blacks are niggers and Mexicans are spits.
See, he just threw
and all
the
this
N-word
kind
out
of
there.
stuff.
You see him?
And making jokes about you shit in the street and you like watermelon and all this kind of stuff. Well, they don't want to hear anything negative about whites. And how do I know that? Because I say negative things about all groups of people.
Yeah.
And it's the same people that die laughing when I make fun of one group. Ha ha, that's hilarious.
We know what you're talking about, Nick.
Nigga, I love when you do that bit. I love when you say you're not going to go to the gas station if there's black people. When I say Polish people are slipping on a banana peel or they can't change a light bulb, it's the same people saying, hey, man, you're anti-white. You say Albanians aren't white. Fuck you. So which is it? America, I'm not sure what's positive about any of that.
Nick Fuentes has actually earned a purge of the bullshit applause. Yes. 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 He did. He did. And the reason why, because that's the point of the show. You see the bullshit, you identify it, and you purge it. As I've already taken a bunch of flack for saying that someone needed to do something about Chud the Builder. What Chud the Builder was doing was exposing that you could say and do anything to black people and they wouldn't do anything back. Black people kill each other for less than what Chud the Builder was doing. What I started to realize is the psyop was Chud the Builder. He made a bunch of little keyboard warrior types pop right up. I want y'all to take a good look at this face. This was the test. This was not the test of whether or not black people are responding to something. This was a test of whether or not y'all would stand up and say something about it. Instead of coming up and saying, bro, we don't do that here. This is fucking America. Yes, we have freedom of speech, but you don't run around antagonizing people. We just don't do that here. Regardless of their race, we're not happy with it. That was what was expected. Y'all were only having one half of the argument. Yes, we have free speech in America according to the law. If that's the case, then why do some of my videos get suppressed on YouTube if we got free speech? There are some community guidelines that go around what the hell you can say on the internet. It's called morality. This guy Chud, recently, he got shot by himself, along with shooting somebody else. I'm not sure of the full story, but I'll give you an idea of what I think it is. Chud said some dumb shit to somebody. They swung on him, and he tried to shoot him and ended up shooting himself in the process. This is the product of what y'all did. You empowered the bullshit, and somebody, unfortunately, even had to get shot for it. This is America, Jack. You don't walk around and do that shit. And the fact that y'all just kept promoting it, you're not helping. The place is already divisive enough. And now you got these folks coming out who were scared to talk like you talk. Now they're supporting you, putting you out there, put you right out front so you can be the first one to get killed by somebody that just doesn't have this shit together. Instead of telling you, hey man, I feel like you, but I don't think you should be out there on the street doing all that. He exposed the ones that really could have cared less if somebody was walking around black people doing that. Well, let me ask y'all a question. If the characters were different, how would you feel? Let's say Chud the Builder was a black guy named Tyrone, and he walks into white neighborhoods. Hey, you old cracker bitches and all that. You guys would have had him strung up to a fucking tree. And I'm not just talking about white people. Everybody would have had an issue with that guy, including black people. When Chud decided to do this shit, the only people that seemed to be upset at first were just the black people. As if y'all were okay with anybody walking around the country that you call home acting like that. That's the uncivilized. And that was the psyop. So some of y'all got caught. Some of y'all got tricked. Some of y'all look like idiots right now because you kept supporting a person going out and doing the dumbest shit that we've seen for your entertainment. He was doing it for you because y'all afraid to get out there and do it. Because the rest of y'all are some cowards. All on this internet talking about what Chud the Builder's rights are and all that. If that's how you feel, let me see you get out there and do that in a black neighborhood or any neighborhood. Let me see you go to a Chinese neighborhood and start calling everybody chinks. A Muslim neighborhood and start screaming death to Allah. If you go to people and start antagonizing them, you will get a response. That's what we all should have understood. He can say whatever he wants. What are y'all walking around here just talking shit and nobody's supposed to respond? The response is the lesson, and lessons have to be taught in order for lessons to be learned. So I'm not going to cover this shit no more with y'all. You shouldn't have allowed it in the first place. You kept talking about the black people being upset. It's just a word. You cancel other people for less. Showed black people how much it really meant to you to allow this white man to walk around here doing that shit. Just let that shit go on. So yes, you exposed yourself to, and that was the psyop. It wasn't about Chud the Builder. He's one guy. The unfortunate thing is some of us already knew this, but we hoped that we had come a little bit further than that. So if you stood behind this motherfucker, then that was dumb of you, because you knew that that's not how we act here. That's not how we get down. Feel how you feel. Say what you want to say in the privacy of your home. We don't walk around doing all that. Not without consequence, because this is America. Everybody want to be patriotic? That's part of the patriotism right there. We don't do all that here. And if you think that's what we do here, you are sorely mistaken. So you can go out there and act like Chud the Builder if you want to, and you are going to also learn, similar to himself, that this is not what we do here. Find something else to do with your time. Okay? That's the last I'm going to say on this bullshit. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was a lot. I apologize.